I've got myself a working line Spaniel here. Now I work with these guys all the time, working line labs and stuff like that, and the thing is, his drive to sniff and forge ahead and, you know, scavenge things out, stuff like that, is always going to be so much greater than food rewards. So for a dog like Chase, typically I will not just train him on food alone, because what he'll do is he'll come and get the food and then he'll just go right back to whatever he was doing, usually with his, you know, nose to the ground, sniffing something out. And again, something different I do with these dogs. Now, I'm not telling you to do this, this is just what I do, but I have quite a loose fitting with the slip. So it sits around the base of his chest. And this is just because the pressure is that much more, it's black and white for them. When it's loose, it is completely loose. And when it's going tight, I'm telling you something, it is really tight. Again, it's just something I do with the working lines, with like show lines and different dogs like that. You can have it tight. There is just, you know, because it is loose, if your dog's prone to backing up really quickly, they could, you know, throw the head out of it and then they'd be completely loose. So it's going to be up to you if you decide to use this technique. I'm just telling you what I do with these dogs. Now, again, when we're fitting the lead, the base of the lead that runs down to the handle is going to go around the back of your dog's head, not underneath, and that's so it just tightens and releases. Now, if you had it the other way, it'd tighten and it wouldn't release. Okay, so Chase is going to be walking on my left, and what I'm going to do, Chase, here, woo, good boy. So I'm just going to throw it over his head, make sure it's sat on his chest. There he is, wriggling about. Good stuff, that's a good boy. And it's just going to sit underneath his collar like that on his chest. All right, again, this is just something I do with working lines. Now, so the first thing, again, as always, you're going to want your dog to be able to follow lead pressure around. We just got a little distraction over there for Chase. There we go, good boy, very good. Good boy. And this is just going to make the understanding of what pressure means that much more clear to your dog. Okay, so he's going this way, and I'm just going to make sure he knows to follow the lead around. Okay, look at that, that's nice and smooth. Now, I've done one session prior with Chase, and this was yesterday. I've worked with him before on his recall. He's got a lovely recall, and he's actually going to be featured in the new advanced off-lead stuff with emergency stops. I'll start yapping on. Anyway, once your dog knows to follow lead pressure, they know exactly what to do with it. With these guys, I'm going to create the line. So again, it's a previous video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him into the heel position. Heel. Good stuff. So that's exactly where I want him now. Now, you can teach this with food, or you can teach it with the pressure. I like to do a combination of both. So when I'm teaching this, I'll guide them in. When they've come into the heel position, I'll release the pressure, you know, it's not tight anymore, and then I'll deliver a food reward. Obviously, it'll be a lot more fluid than what I'm showing you now, because I'm trying to explain at the same time. Now, when my dog is in this position, we have to build this position up. I can't expect him to maintain this for a whole street walk. And I'll at the end of the training, I'm going to explain exactly what these dogs need and why they're dragging you about all the time. But so, for example, I'm just going to remind him of what we're doing now. Oh, lovely, he's come out of position, lovely. So what I'm going to do, heel. I'm going to make this fluid, good. Now 1, 2, 3. There's the back pressure coming in there before he even got past my feet, right? Whether he was going to stop or not, I implemented it anyway, just so he knows, please do not come past there. You're under command now, right? And that's how I'm going to build it up. Now, let me just touch upon the free command, because this is important as well. We need absolute clarity for your dog. He's just broke the position there. Heel. Going to get him back in. Lovely. Good boy. Good. So I expect him, he's still under command, even though I'm speaking and, you know, my attention's not on him. He's still under command now. He has to maintain it. Good boy. Yes. Free. So this is something else. When I want my dog to sniff something, I will say free, which means he can sniff. However, he cannot pull me when he's doing it, because for working lines like this, you give them an inch and before you know it, they're dragging you about everywhere. So he's just been under heel. I've maintained that heel, and now I've just released him with free. This is something you're going to have to build up over repetition. Now he can go he'll get the full length of the lead and he can go absolutely anywhere he wants without dragging me. And if he does start to drag, maybe he's locked onto a scent, I'll just give the lead just little taps, like tap, tap. Don't do that. So I'll see if I can get him to pull or something. So there it is, tight lead. As soon as the lead goes tight, it's just a little tap, tap. Don't do that. You can sniff, but you cannot pull me when you're doing it. And what you'll get is a dog that just knows he can go, he can sniff, tap, tap. That's just a tight lead again. Now, if there's something I know he wants to sniff, what I'm going to do is practice around that thing. I'm going to get him into the heel position. I'm going to make sure he maintains it. Can he maintain it and stop before he gets to the desired location? And if he can, I'll be like, free, and I'll let him go and sniff it. And I'll use the environment as actually the reward. Now, just to go over that again, just going to make this, I'm going to try and clear up anything, especially with these dogs, because they're a lot harder to get towards a heel and not drag you about everywhere. But one thing is true for all dogs. You need to be black and white with your communication. Are you in heel? Are you not in heel? If they're in heel, you say heel, you move them in, and they do not leave heel. They do not leave heel until you let them go. And then we have to be fair with this. Don't make them maintain a heel for 20 minutes if you've only been practicing it for a week. It's not very fair. But again, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how a training session with a dog that doesn't walk too well on the lead goes. Good boy. That's a good engagement, isn't it? I'm just going to sort his lead out, swivel that round. Good boy. Heel. Good. Need to clean that entry up a little bit. So lovely, he's maintaining that. He's just coming out a little bit to the left. I'm going to pull him back in. Good boy. Good. So the pressure's coming in when I'm stopping. And if I think he's about to go in front of me, I will stop before he does it. If I do it after, it's too late. Good stuff. And now he's understanding. I can ease up on the pressure a little bit. It doesn't have to be such this drastic whip back sort of thing. There it is. It's just about to come past me then. Lovely. He is still under command right now. Heel. Good. Good boy. Yes. Lovely. Terminal marker. You can go and get that. Now again, I'm going to remind him of what he's doing now. I'm going to let him be free. Free. He can have all the lead, he can sniff. He can go wherever, he can go left, he can go right. He just can't pull me. And I'm not going to go out of my way to make this hard for him. If there's something I think he's wanting, I'm going to, follow him around a bit. But he cannot just go, boom, zoom off and pull me towards something like that. There you go. He has to be respectful of me, because this is how you avoid shoulder impingements. There you go. That's a good boy, Chase. That's a very good boy. And something else people don't do is praise the dogs enough when they're doing something you like. It's not about just punishing the bad. I love to reward the good all the time. If I could just use that, I would. But unfortunately, that's not realistic. So again, going to get Chase into the heel position now. We're going to do a little bit of heel work. Heel. Good boy. Straight into that heel. Now he has to maintain this position. He is not to come past me. He is not to forage ahead. So it's all about your timing, guys. Now this takes a while to build up. So I've worked with quite a few dogs. Good boy. Very nice Chase. Very nice Chase. Good. Just coming out a little bit there. Good. Very good. That's very nice. Oh, that's excellent. That's a good boy. That's exactly what I want. Free. As you can see, he's starting to get the concepts of this now, and this is his second session with loose lead. So yeah, it's going really good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how I'd build this up with a dog like this, and then I'll just carry on training him so you can just see a session with a working line dog on lead. Now, there's something you need to know about these breeds. I need him to know how to walk on this lead. But will I walk him around the streets every single day with a dog like this? Absolutely not. This is not what this dog's bred to do. This dog is bred to use, he's quite a powerful little breed. He's bred to use his speed, and he's quite an intelligent little lad to hunt things out, track things down. You know, we do a lot of gun dog games, just simple things like finding your ball, chasing your ball, finding food, stuff like that. You know, sit stays, just basic stuff like that, just stuff to stimulate his brain. This is not a dog I'd recommend to get and just walk around the street. Chase needs quite a lot of off lead time, a lot of physical exercise, which could not be provided with a lead walk. However, he has to know how to walk on a lead to prevent injury to his owner and myself working with him now. Okay, now let's pretend, obviously I've had to come here and film this video because I can't do it on the street. You can't really set up a tripod on the street, it wouldn't be practical. Now let's say you're at your front door, right? You've got a dog that's only just learnt the heel command, and maybe they can only maintain it efficiently for like 6 or 7 paces, right? So as I'm leaving the front door, this is me and Chase at the front door now. Heel. Heel. That's better. That's better. Front door here. What I'd do is I'd have my dog under command, so it'd be heel, heel, and we'd walk out. We'd walk out, and I'd maybe practice getting to the end of the drive. Good boy. And once I'd reached there successfully, without me having to implement any pressure, I'd let him be free, and I'd let him sniff. And then I'd practice another 5 or 6 paces, and it'd just build up. So you've got this combination of them being under command, which is the heel, and also free, being free. But again, you can't pull me if he's free, because I will implement pressure myself. So he can sniff whatever he wants here. Just as soon as that lead goes really tight and there's not a little bend in it, as you can see, I'll implement just a little bit of pressure. That's absolutely lovely. Fantastic. Good boy, Chase. Now, building this up around distractions, again, as always, with all distraction work, pick your battles. So don't go to the busiest place you can, but if you've got a dog that, you know, particularly lunges at dogs, or, you know, wants to go and greet people, pick your distances in which you start practicing, but you have to practice around them if you want to get over that distraction. There's no doubt about it. Good boy, Chase. Good lad. So again, just going to get him under command. Heel. That was a better entry. Whoa, nearly was. Nearly was, Chase. Right, so he's managed to get ahead of me there. I'm just going to change direction. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Chase. Very good. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. Free. Good lad. So this is exactly how I'd build it up. Good lad. Good lad. Good boy. Good boy, Chase. Good boy. Heel. Good lad. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, stand on your paw then. Sorry, pal. Good boy. Heel. Just a little bit of pressure there as he was coming past me. He's foraging ahead. I'm going to turn around. Good boy. Good boy. That's a cracking lad. Still under command? Heel. Heel. Just came out of it there, so I'm just going to remind him of what we're doing. Good boy. And again, if you were to do this on the pavement with a dog like this, it'd be much easier. All he wants to do is bury his head in this grass and just go find stuff. Or work for your ball, you love doing that, don't you? Eh? Cracking little lad to work with. Such a fun little dog, but you need to understand the breed, and obviously I'm going to make sure his needs are fulfilled. So after this lesson, we're going to do a load of off-lead stuff. Going to get him, you know, running, retrieving, sit stays. We're working on his emergency stop, and then after that I'll do a little bit more heel work when perhaps he's a little bit more tired as well. It's just going to help him along a little bit and stuff. So I'll give you a few more demonstrations just whilst I've got him and got this freedom. So again, from different angles. So on my right here, I'm going to get him into the heel from here. Heel. Good boy. Very nice. Good lad. Good boy. Come across. Good boy. Seems to struggle in this little bit of a longer grass here. Heel. Good boy. Good. Very nice. Oh, very good. That's very good. Good. So for dogs like this, again, I probably already mentioned it, but I'll just reward him when he's stationary. Just for maintaining that. Is it an offset angle there? But again, I'm not too bothered. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel. So again, black and white with the communication. We're heeling now. Good stuff. Good boy. Free. Now he's free. Full length of the lead. He can do what he wants. Good lad. Hey. There's a good boy. Now he's got his head in the ground again. This is where he can sniff whatever he wants. When they're heeling, again, I'm not one of those, you have to have your head up. However, if I've got a dog that's prone to sniffing and they will start forging ahead because of that sniffing, I'll lift the head up if they've constantly got the head down in the heel position. But however, if they're maintaining it and sniffing, I'm not too bothered really. So again, just another example. I'll see if I can do it without the pressure. We just got some squeaky ball going on over there. That's a nice little distraction. Heel. Heel. There we go. So we struggled with that one. There's just a dog over there chasing a squeaky ball. Heel. Good boy. So just give him a chance then to catch up. It's just a little correction there, just for coming away. Good boy. And this is quite a long video, just so I can cover everything for you guys, but keep these training sessions really short, 10 minutes maximum really, and just combine it with other things, you know, finding stuff, recall, stuff like that. This isn't the most fun thing for Chase to do, but he needs to know how to do it. Heel. And can you, right, another thing I pick up on with my in-person clients all the time is everyone, for some reason, seems to hold the hand up here, and they'll do it always, and what that does, it just puts you in a position not to implement the pressure quick enough. And so always make sure your hand is nice and relaxed. Now the way I like to hold the lead as well is I'll put my fingers through it like that, take my other hand, create a loop, grab the loop. Now I've got a nice sturdy grip running off the forefinger. And that's just how I like to hold the lead. Seems to work very well. That's a very good boy. It's a very good boy. So we've just got some, you probably won't be able to see him, but we've just got some dogs over here now running around, so it's going to be a nice little distraction for Chase to work around. Heel. That's just a little bit of pressure, reminding him to come back in, and again. We're just going to turn this way. And we're going to turn this way. Just making sure he stays in tune with me. And we're stopping. Good boy. And we're stopping. Very good lad. And we're stopping again. Good. And now I'm going to do quite a few strides now. It's just going out. There we go. Coming, getting back in. Good stuff, Chase. I'm going to stop. And that's a good boy. And I've lost him now. I know I have. There we go. Brilliant. So it's all just about reading your dog. Good. And building this up sensibly as well, you know. Again, another thing I see with my in-person clients is they'll nail this within a confined area, and then they'll be like, whoa, my dog can walk loose lead anywhere. That's not the case. You have to build it, just like with any training, you have to build this up through different environments and increase the distance as you go. And now I'm going to let Chase have a good break. I know he's got a good recall, so he's going to have a nice little reward now. We're going to continue his emergency stop training. So I hope that cleared up everything for you guys. This is what I do with working line dogs, especially those like spaniels and stuff. This is a method I typically use, unless they are absolutely super duper food motivated. Then I'll probably have a bit more food rewards in there. But for the dogs that aren't, like Chase, I use a little bit of reward and a little bit more pressure.